Well, hey there, Mike. Yeah, so SafeTrack's over, and now the question is, what comes next? And so to answer that, I sat down with the chairman of the Metro Board. His name is Jack Evans, and he said this is, just the beginning here. In fact, he referenced a pretty interesting quote from Winston Churchill. Take a listen.
He said, it's not the end. It's not even the beginning of the end. At best, it's the end of the beginning.
A reflective Jack Evans says this is an important milestone. For 14 months, we've had our commute turned upside down, and now he says we're at a crossroad.
We've made a lot of progress, but I continue to stress we have so much more work to do. The patient's not going to die now, but the patient is still very, very sick.
For Evans, the origin of SafeTrack dates back to January of 2015. You may remember, it was a routine Monday commute when a yellow line train filled with smoke. It was on that day that a woman named Carol Glover lost her life. Then, to his frustration, it happened again.
A year later, we had the exact same incident take place, luckily at 4 in the morning when nobody was on the car.
And that was the last straw. The Metro GM shut down the system for more than 24 hours, and soon later, SafeTrack was underway. Now, all these months later, Evans says they can't take their foot off the pedal. For months, he's been calling for a dedicated funding source so the improvements can continue.
If we don't get it, we can't continue to buy the new train cars, and we can't continue to repair the tracks, meaning it will always be unreliable.
All right, so even today with the end of SafeTrack, you pick up the paper as you walk in, and right on there, right on top, it says a poll that most in DC view Metro poorly. So still, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to restore that confidence. And that's why Evans is calling for that 1% sales tax increase across the board. But again, there's definitely going to be some opposition for that. They're going to need approval from Maryland, Virginia, DC, and also all the county governments. So Mike, definitely a long road ahead. We've been talking about that all morning. Now I'm going to send it back to you in the district.
A dedicated funding source is what they're trying to figure out, Evan, because other systems around the country have a dedicated funding source. They do not here in DC. It is difficult to try to talk to 3 municipalities and the federal government to get that done.